Good afternoon, Parkland family
Hi, Parkland.
and friends. It's Beth and Jason with this week's edition of the Bulletin. So, Jason, this past Sunday was phenomenal.
It was.
We missed Pastor Chris.
We did, but Brett did an amazing job filling in.
Yes, he did. Yes, and we had 2 new members.
Yes, that is awesome. We welcomed the Skinners.
Yes.
And
So it was a great Sunday. Great Sunday.
yeah, and I know that there's a lot of people sick, but we still had. I thought it had a great.
Almost 200 in the sanctuary. So that's good. That's good. All right. So here's Lottie.
Our last week for Lottie Moon.
That's right. And we are up to, how many days is it?
July the 9th.
180, 90, something like that.
189 days, I believe.
Okay, all right. So, if we want to get to the middle of July, or this is our last week, so help us support those missionaries.
And don't forget, it's $170 per day to keep a missionary unit on the field.
Right.
And right now we're a little over 6 months, so keep it up.
And I also thought the other day, we don't want you to think that you have to give $170.
Oh, no.
That's just how we're kind of thinking about it. So you give $5. Mm-hmm. That's, some time on the clock. So please don't think you have to give that full day amount.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Sunday the 6th, that we've been talking about.
Yes.
Anthony being the discipleship pastor. Mm-hmm. So we had a business meeting about his salary, and we've had a question and answer time. And so the 6th is the vote.
Yes.
Okay.
So that'll be the next big thing. So make sure that you're here on February the 6th. It'll be in the morning worship service, and we'll vote to whether to call Anthony as their discipleship pastor. If you're not going to meet Anthony, you need to meet him.
You need to
He's
meet him.
awesome.
Yes. All right. Let's see what's next. Community dinner.
That's correct.
Shampoo and conditioner. Some of that's been coming in. We want to thank you for that. But if you're going by the Dollar Tree between now and
tomorrow,
Thursday.
Thursday.
You might want to drop that off. All right. So here come our 6 weeks of laughter and learning and building relationships. And so the first thing is the YES Conference, which is the Youth Evangelism Summit. I really need to know if you have a student that's going. As you are aware, we don't have the bus. Mm-hmm. And so we have plenty of transportation. I've got these adults on standby, and to be fair to them, I need to know if they're going to need to drive. So if you're a youth parent or grandparent, it's $10. We are not spending the night. We're coming home in the middle. And
it's just in Bardstown.
Yes, just in Bardstown. And if your youth is busy, you can go. It's still $10, but you can go only Friday night or only Saturday morning.
And the camp band.
Yes, Heart Song. They're phenomenal. So, and there's breakout sessions. There's I think there's 18, and the kids get to pick 3. So it's a really, we've been before a couple of years ago before COVID, and it's a really, except for camp, I would say this is the next best ministry thing for students in the state. So come join us and let me know if your kids are going. All right, next item on the month is
the next
pickleball. What do you know about pickleball, Jason?
It's kind of like badminton, tennis, ping pong ball. It's kind of a variety because you use a bigger paddle. You're not running back and forth across. And you can play singles or doubles. It's a lot of fun. It's a fast game. It's easy to pick up.
Yes.
It's real popular. It started out, I think, in senior adult communities, but it's like a big deal now.
Yeah.
Like it is blown up all over the country.
It's supposed to be easy on your knees. Is that it? And so there's tournaments at senior adult communities. There's college tournaments. So we're going to try this and see what we think. It's from 10 to 2. None of us know how to play. Mm-hmm. So come and watch and see how it goes, and then jump in. And I think you play in 2s. So a game would need 4 people. So if you want to bring your own teams, that would be fine as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just getting together and laughing. I'm sure there'll be a lot of laughter.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of laughter. Yes. All right. What's our next event?
Oh, it's the next night, Sunday night, the 13th. Mm-hmm. I think there's
Super Bowl.
There's some kind of game going on that night. But there's really exciting commercials.
There are. There is. Yes. And we hope there's an exciting game because I kind of like football. So.
Yeah. Well, if it's like the game Sunday night, it'll be a good game.
Yes, it will. Yes. So, but we're not going to sit still and just watch the football game if you don't want to. Bring board games. Bring some snacks, and we're just going to call it game night. So you come and bring
the game will be on, but we'll have other things going on as well. So,
all right, and then the Pajamas Party.
That's the children preschool. We've done this like I said, a couple years ago. COVID is it seems like it's been forever since we've done this stuff.
It does. Yes.
And it really has. So this will be on Friday night. February the 18th from 6 to 8 here at the church. The children will meet in the gym. The preschoolers will meet in their Sunday school classrooms. We'll have pizza and games and all kinds of activities for them. It's free.
Okay.
It's not a fundraiser.
Right.
It's a great opportunity if you want to go out with your spouse or another couple. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yes. So it's around Valentine's Day. So yes. All right. And then we have
your thing.
My thing, student ministry Friday night. This is on the 25th. We're going to play lots of fun games. And so bring your students and their friends. And then
the next thing is
this,
for everybody.
Now this is not for students and their friends. This is for parents, grandparents, adults. It's called the Gender, Sexual Orientation, and Identity in Our Culture. And like we talked about last week, it's not a Bible study. What we're going to do, Nikki Irwin, who is a licensed family therapist, is going to come walk us through this. And we want you as parents and grandparents and leaders, Sunday school teachers, or, we want you to come. We want you to know the terms. And, when your kids tell you something that's shocking, they're going to tell you more if you don't fall apart. And so we want to kind of educate you a little bit so that when your children come to you with something, you're together enough to have a conversation with them. So join us. This is Saturday the 5th. It's in the lower level from 10 to noon. And
it's not a Bible study. It's not a right and wrong.
No.
But because before we can have the right and wrong conversation, we've got to understand what the conversation is.
Exactly. And Jason and I want to encourage you to come if your children are children.
Yes.
These questions that your kids are going to have are coming up earlier and earlier.
Sometimes in preschool.
Yes. So please don't think, I can wait till my kids are teenagers. It's a little late, come, but let's make sure we have all that down. Okay, and then finally, our last one is Selection Sunday. And so on the 13th at 5:30 in the gym, we're going to watch and do brackets and have fun with all that
That'll be
stuff.
a lot of fun. I've not been here for a Selection Sunday, so I'm very excited
yes,
about this.
This is a basketball state, so this is a big deal.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, now the next slide is something this is an idea that Jason and I had, and we need your help. So this, I don't exactly know what to call it, but here's what's happening. Because you're such wonderful giving people, you bring things that we need to bring, like the shampoo and conditioner for the community meal, and it just sits everywhere.
Yeah.
So Jason found this online, and as you can see, it holds 6 laundry baskets, and they slide in and out. So we have a place for this, and what the goal is to use the laundry baskets to put the stuff in you donate. So this is a picture. Now, Jason, how are we going to modify this just a little bit?
The way that this is set in there now is the laundry baskets are just hanging on the hanging by the brackets.
Yes.
We don't want that. We want it to be a shelf in there instead of the brackets.
Right.
That way, if something were to happen to one of the baskets or totes, and we couldn't get the exact same,
right.
we could.
So there would be like a shelf right here and right here. And then over there.
And then we want a solid top. That way we can, if we need to set stuff on top, we can. This is just to help. When Pastor PK was here, he kind of helped to see that there was
some of the stuff we do is a little messy.
It's a little, but it's amazing because y'all bring stuff.
Yes.
But we've got stuff sitting around the building. This will be a central location where it will all be kept together, and it'll be the baskets and stuff will be labeled for whatever we're collecting for at the time. It'll be convenient when you come in the building. So if you could
what we need is a woodworker or a carpenter or something. We need you to build this thing for us so it looks nice, and so we know we can have some place to put it, because Jason and I are the ideal people, but we can't build this.
You don't want me to build anything.
No, I would no.
Now I can help with the deconstruction, but construction.
I can forget pretty laundry baskets, but so if you could do this for us, if you would see one of us, that would be phenomenal. All right, let's see. Is that it?
That is it.
Except the thank you for
yes. We were blown away. It's really hard to tell how many people are watching and who is watching, but you all gave us some amazing feedback, so we'll continue WPBC. Yes. We are so glad that it is reaching so many people and that you are listening, and it is helpful, because that's kind of how this got started. It was a way that, because we weren't all together when we started this, so it's a way for us to continue to tell you what was going on, and so I'm glad that you all are continuing watching it, and it's helpful.
We actually didn't think anybody was watching, to be honest, and so when you replied last week, we're glad we asked you to do that, because in our heads we thought our effectiveness may be over. So, One more thing before we leave you. You should get a newsletter this week or early next week. And all of those 6 or 7 events that we talked about, they're all in there with the same little graphic that you saw here, so you can pick those out in case you need some
I think
more
that's all that's in the newsletter.
I think so.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
That was so that kind
All right.
of takes
Is
care of
that
all
it?
that. I think that's it.
All right, guys. Till next week, keep Jesus first in your life, and
Invite someone to church.
yes, or one of those 7 events because
Yes.
they're great outreach things.
All right. See y'all next week.
Bye.